Okay, well, again, thank you for doing this, Nelson. We really appreciate it. And yeah, if we can provide some advice to the public relations people out there how to craft better messages, let's do that. But
Right.
let's start out first with a warm up question, which is really, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you landed at Business in Vancouver as the resource and a business journalist.
Well, actually, I started at BIV a little over 10 years ago, and initially I covered the technology beat. So I did that for a couple of years, maybe 3 years, and they kept losing their resource reporters who would move on to other things. And when they did, I would fill in temporarily because I had covered some issues like fisheries and forestry and First Nations issues mostly when I was on Vancouver Island. And so the last time they lost a resource reporter, they said, "Would you like to just take on the resource beat?" And I said, "Okay."
So I guess when it comes down to what makes a good story or what makes a good pitch for a story,
Yeah.
I mean, what makes a good story from your perspective and
Yeah.
from the perspective of BIV?
Well, first of all, it's got to be locally relevant. I mean, I get so many pitches from PR firms that they're not even related to anything in BC. They're not related to a company in BC. They're not related to issues or anything like that. So number one, it has to be locally relevant. And for BIV readers, my first question is always going to be, do they care? Does a BIV reader care about this company or this issue? Or should they care? Is it something that's important to BC industries? It always helps to have a novel angle. If you're pitching a company that's doing something, it's always great if they're doing something differently, a different approach, something novel, that kind of thing.
If there was one thing that annoyed you the most about public relations agencies, what would you say it would be?
Just one?
Give me as many as you got.
Okay, how about offering you, and this just happened last week,
Sure.
offering you, we'd like to give you an embargoed copy of the study and then interview the CEO. Sure. And then you get a response back, "Oh, sorry, we weren't supposed to offer that. We can't offer the embargoed copy and the CEO is not available." So that's the sort of thing. It's like, why are you wasting my time like that? But the other thing is just pitches that are totally irrelevant to what I do or to the geography. Just like I'm getting pitches from Europe or the United States from companies about issues or companies that have nothing to do with Canada, let alone BC. I get a lot of technology pitches still, even though I haven't covered technology for about 7 years. I still get a lot of those. So they haven't bothered to even check my social media profiles, which says right at the top that I cover resources and energy. So that's one annoyance. I mean, honestly, 9 out of 10 pitches get deleted.
I guess they just don't take you off the list. Once they have you on the list as the technology reporter, you just stay on it.
Yeah, probably. Or they haven't refined the pitch. I mean, you guys are good. You know who you're talking to when you guys send a pitch to me. You know who I am, you know what I cover. And there's some thought into it. But some of the pitches are just, I think it's just a mass email sort of thing. They don't even take the time to find out whether this is something that would be of interest to us. I don't necessarily look at drill results either.
Yeah, drill results don't make news, right?
No, I mean, if I think drill results may be relevant, I will ask a geologist, could you tell me what this means? Because it's beyond my.
So, it's a good question to ask is, I mean, how often do you get pitched drill results?
No, you'd be surprised. The junior exploration companies will send you this pitch saying, here's our latest drill results. And it's like your eyes glaze over, because I'm not a geologist or an engineer. So, yeah, you'd actually be surprised at how many times you do get those sort of things. And it's too technical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Nelson, I really appreciate your time because I know how busy you can be. And
No worries. Great. Thanks very much.
All right, great.
Okay.
Thanks, Nelson. Take
Thanks
care.
a lot. Cheers.